Let's all assume a posture now that is comfortable and inviting for a mindfulness practice. You may want to sit on the floor. You may want to sit on your couch or in a chair. It's a good idea to have an erect spine, to hold your head up, to have your feet on the ground. But that is only an idea. This is your body and your choices. And I invite you to find the posture that is most comfortable for you. So take a minute to settle into your space, to really feel into the seat underneath you. I invite you to take 1 or 2 breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And as we continue the practice, you will notice that this breath is falling away. And I invite you to breathe naturally, simply noticing your breath. Allow your mind to wander, which it will. Allow your thoughts to come and to go, which they will. Today's practice is a practice of noticing and of awareness. You may close your eyes. You may keep them open, whatever is most comfortable for you. And as we begin the practice, breathing in and out, you may begin to notice the breath entering the tip of your nose. The breath may be cool or warm. You may notice your breath at the back of your throat. Again, it may be cool or warm. Perhaps you notice your breath in your chest or your stomach as they rise and fall. Try to remember that we're not controlling the breath. We're allowing it to happen and noticing where we feel the breath. Do you feel your breath strongest at the tip of your nose? Do you feel your breath strongest in the back of your throat? Or perhaps it is your chest or your stomach. There is no right or wrong answer. There's simply awareness. As we continue to breathe, I invite your attention to move to the sounds around you. Perhaps someone is coughing in the next room. Perhaps you hear a little one playing with their toys, or a puppy scrambling on the floor. Perhaps your space is quieter, and you search for sounds to notice, gently inviting them into your awareness. Perhaps you hear a fan, a dehumidifier. Perhaps you hear a bird in the trees outside. Perhaps the sounds come from your own body. Your breath makes sounds. Swallowing makes sounds. Your tummy makes sounds. And you simply notice these sounds. And maybe you laugh a little. Our body makes silly sounds. There's nothing that you need to do with the noticing, nothing to fix, nothing to bring to you. We're allowing ourselves to have a few moments of simple awareness. In our practice, you may notice physical sensations in your body. When you find your thoughts wander, which they will, you may use your body to bring your attention back to this present moment. You may notice your feet on the floor or underneath you. You may want to lift your big toe up and place it down again. Lift your other big toe up, place it down again. Feeling the floor underneath your toe. You may choose to lift your whole foot up for a moment. Place it down again. Your next foot up for a moment and place it down again. Noticing how the floor feels underneath your feet. Noticing how your feet feel on the floor. Sometimes I like to notice my hands on my legs, on my knees. When my mind wanders, which it will, I bring my hands to my knees. Notice how my fingertips feel on my knees. I might count my fingers, pressing one gently at a time into my knee when the thoughts become too much. I invite you to try that now. I may bring my attention to my fingertips touching each other. I may notice, and I invite you to notice, your fingers warm or cold. Do they tingle? How do they feel when I press them together? And when my thoughts come, which they will, and when they change, which they will, I sometimes like to give my body a little chance to feel movement, rhythm, slight sway. You may notice in my body that I do this during most of my meditations. Allowing yourself in the moment to feel the rhythm of your physical space, the harmony of your body may be helpful. It may not. In any mindful practice, finding the anchors and the practices that work best for you are what is best for you. There is no right or wrong answer. And the only thing we can secure ourselves in knowing is that things will change. Today, our breath might be our favorite anchor. Tomorrow, maybe not. You may find your anchors switching during the course of a practice. You may find yourself investigating, being curious, inviting yourself to shift, being always mindful of this present moment. Now I invite, with eyes closed, if you're comfortable, or eyes open. If you're not, to begin to notice the sensations in your body. We'll be doing a body scan meditation. Beginning with our feet, noticing how our feet feel on the ground. Bringing our attention to our ankles. Maybe rolling your ankle left, right, to the inside, to the outside. Noticing how your ankles feel in this moment. Bringing your attention to your calves. Are they resting against the floor? Are you sitting crisscross applesauce? Or maybe you can feel the couch or the seat touching the back of your calves. Maybe you're outside and you feel a breeze. Simply noticing. I invite you now to bring your attention to your knees. Maybe putting your hands back on your knees. Allowing your fingertips to touch your knees. How does your knee feel when your fingers touch? How do your fingers feel? Your knee? Interesting. Curious. Is there a difference? Bringing your attention to your thighs and the back of your legs, your seat. Noticing how they feel pressed against the seat. Allowing yourself to feel a moment of gratitude for the support the seat gives you now, holding you up. I invite you to bring your attention to your hips. And perhaps an adjustment needs to be made in your hips. Give it a little wiggle. It's okay to move and to change. We're not practicing a static process. Mindfulness changes with each moment. So if you need to roll your hips, adjust your seat, allow yourself that freedom to be in the moment, without judgment, without care. And bringing attention to your belly. Perhaps noticing or asking if you're hungry, if you're full. What feelings do you feel in the stomach now? Is it tight? Is it loose? Does it move in and out with your breath? Take a moment, maybe notice. What is your stomach doing right now? We place a lot of judgment around our stomachs. To allow yourself a supportive moment to just be, maybe place your hands on your stomach. Allow the practice of loving kindness to support your mindfulness. Bring gratitude to your tummy for all the hard work it does every day for you. Now, I invite you to bring your attention to your chest. And you may want to continue the practice of kindness and place one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. Allow yourself to feel love, to feel gratitude. I invite you now to feel your shoulders. Our shoulders are a place of common tension. It's okay if you want to shrug your shoulders up and release them. You may notice some tension. You may notice some pain. And if it becomes too much noticing, I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breath or to the sounds in the room. This is not a practice of sitting with pain. It is a practice of awareness, and it is a free practice. Allow yourself to be curious about which areas are tight, but there's no need to dwell on it. And as we move into bringing attention to our backs, we may notice that there are places in our body that are contracted. There are places in our body that are sore. Simply allow yourself to notice these places. And as you continue to breathe, to bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice, I invite you to invite yourselves to soften. Invite those tight places now to soften with your breath, to expand. And if you don't feel ready or able to do this now, simply bring your awareness back to the sounds in the room, back to a breathing in and out, back to noticing where you are. What room you're in, what day of the week it is, what time it is. These anchors allow us to be present. Now, I invite you to bring your attention to your neck. You might want to roll your neck from side to side if you're able, or maybe move your neck around in a circle, left to right. Turning now right to left. Maybe swinging your neck. And simply noticing. Any spots of tightness, any tension. I invite you to shift your attention now to your face. And maybe you want to put your hands on your cheeks, touch your face, make some duck lips, squishy face. We have so many muscles in our face, so many that are used to make what we think are simple movements, smiles, and frowns, and speech sounds. So it's a nice thing. You press your face with gratitude and love. Thank you, face, for helping me to communicate. Now, you might want to give yourself a little face massage, putting your fingers at the top, middle of your forehead at your hairline, simply pressing your fingertips. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's going to be gentle pressure around your hairline. Perfect. Bring it all the way down your jaw to your chin. Wonderful. Bring it back up to your ears. Allowing yourself Now to feel the top of your head. Being curious. Can you feel your hair? Maybe not. Maybe you don't have hair. Maybe you have short hair. Can you feel your scalp? If you have long hair, maybe you feel it on your shoulder. Just curious, what does your head feel like? Be curious. Do you have muscles in your head working right now? It's kind of amazing too. Our bodies are amazing. And they are always changing like our minds. What was uncomfortable a second ago has gone away. We drift into comfort again. Or what is comfortable may become less comfortable. Impermanence may seem like it's the only constant. I invite you to bring your attention back now to your breath. For a moment of silence, allow yourself to simply be. When I speak again, we will be ending this practice. Take a moment now to open your eyes, to orient yourself to your room, to your space, to your time. Maybe take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to yourself for giving yourself this time. Thank you for being here with me. And enjoy the rest of your day.